Hey guys, this is Gurpreet. So welcome to another video. This video is the second part for device enrollment. So let's quickly get started. So in the previous video, we talked about the Apple enrollment, how the APNS certificate is uploaded and other things which are available here. And I explained a little bit about the Apple configurator and the tokens, how it works. So in this, we're going to talk about the other two things, which are the Android enrollment and the Windows enrollment. Now for Android, there are three different enrollment profiles. But before that, there is a requisite that we have to have a Google Play account available. Now I checked about this. This Google Play account is actually a paid service. It is not available for test, and it's only available for the organizations which have some compliance in place. So it was hard to get. I didn't realize that it is so hard to get. So what I'm doing right now is I will help you explain all this via a link, which I'm gonna also list below in the description, and how it works like. So let me just go into the link. So you can just simply click here and go into the link. So this is how these three options are available. So we have three profiles to talk about. One is Android Enterprise Work Profile. So here these work profiles are available on the user's own personal device, and it is kept separate from their work data, and admin do not control any of their personal things and applications and settings to say so. So it is only for work. The other option is it is a corporate owned device and single use device, and it is dedicated to the enterprise, and admin can lock down a limited set of applications. Would say limited set of things are there on the application that can also be given to other users as well within the organization. Let's say if it's a staff phone or something which two people use at the same time. I mean, once goes, other one comes in and log in. So things like that. For the third option, it is a fully enterprise managed devices. So it is a single user device exclusively for work, not for personal use at all. So the previous one can also be used in personal in some manner, but this is complete lockdown of the devices. So these are the three different things, and according to the options which are available here, there are different in the settings, right? So let me go back to the console here. So you can see here personal device with work profile, so it is personally owned and the work profile is managed on that. Corporate owned dedicated devices can be used personally up to some extent, and the other thing is corporate owned and fully managed devices. So these are the devices which are which can be, because a lot of people are using Android these days and company don't want to buy the inventory to give them a phone. The best thing is have them use their own devices and just control the work profile there. There was another thing rather. It was personal and corporate owned device with device administrator privilege. However, this has been deprecated. They don't use it anymore. So these settings are emerged, or rather, I would say, has been merged into enterprise settings. All right. So as I mentioned, paste the link in the description below so you can have a look on this and give it a read if you like. Now we go to the second option here, which is one of the most interesting option as well, which is called the Windows enrollment. So before going with the options, I want to give you some brief information that Windows 10 PC can be used in several different ways, and they also call it as a tablet OS. Like you have a tablet, you have different icons and tabs normally when you have your tab. So that's how the Windows 10 is going forward, is moving forward in the future as a tablet. So since it is going as a tablet, it is also an idea to manage the Windows 10 through Intune completely. Now, at the moment, there are different options available. Either it can be used with the SCCM hybrid mode, or just the SCCM, or Intune only. So there are different solution in place. So at the moment, everybody is trying to move to cloud, and Intune has given them a solution wherein there are most of the applications and settings can be pushed using Intune, but there are still some things which are available only with SCCM. In SCCM, you have to have the whole hidden infra, distribution points, IP boundaries, and a lot of things like that. But here, things are pretty simple. You just push an application. If you want to, customize an application using in PowerShell script and things like that, that can be added here as well, and a lot of things like that. So let me give you a brief how it works here. So it is something called as an automatic enrollment. They are devices which can be uploaded in the Azure AD by an admin, and that's how it is configured to start with. There are different settings which are available, and the first and foremost thing is to have the MDM URLs up and running so that the device know that it is not a normal device now. Once it connects to the URL, the Intune gets to know the device is on, and now it can send the settings and configuration and application which are required. So there are different ways. One is the MDM URLs, one is the MEM URLs. The MDM URLs is specifically for the device. The MEM URLs is for the application which is installed on the devices. Let me go back. What is Windows Hello for Business? So Windows Hello for Business basically replaces your password. Here, if you talk about Windows, we have different options available. Let me just quickly go and see how. Let me go ahead and quickly show you what options are available here. So you can see we have configure. We just click on enable, and then we have other options. So we have TPM. Most of the hardware BIOS have TPM available in them. Maximum pin, lowercase, uppercase, and things like that. And pin expiration, remember pin history, and biometric. In some laptop there are fingerprint scanner for authentication things, and this is the things. Allow phone sign in. So this is basically if you have the Microsoft Authenticator application. That also gives them an option to sign through phone using the dynamic pin they have, and security sign-ins are basically used by the admins if your device is locked. So this is it for Windows Hello for Business. Now the CNAME validation is something when you try to attach a domain. For example, let's just check google.com. I'm just giving a try. So it says it is managed. So one is once the DNS is registered and is up and running, that's when you can configure this. It is just a test purpose. And once that is all this is in place, the automatic enrollment, we have something called enrollment status page. So in enrollment status page, we can see that whether device is Azure AD joined or hybrid joined, or if it's done manually using the device. So these things. So we can create some enrollment pages situations here. Let me just click on test, and we go on settings. So if you see here, it says show app and profile configuration progress. If you click on yes, so we have a lot of options available here. So see, show custom messages when time limit occurs, so we can click on yes. So allow users to collect logs. So these are things which are available. So it says only show to device provisioned by out of box experience, block user until all apps and profile are installed. So this is a very good thing. This option is available. There was creating some issues in the test we did in the past. So here what happens is when you install an application, or rather when you open the box and the out of experience is open and you want to use an application. So use one application and it keeps on installing the other application in the backend. It can require an n number of time of restarts and things like that. That can be controlled. However, there are things which are limitation in Intune at the moment. So we can block the user until the application and profile are installed. So if we have a profile not to set a wallpaper, it's controlled by Intune. So if the user go on and set it, so a little things get messed up here. So here what we can do is we can block the user, and it takes some time. So we keep a message on the screen that leave the computer for next 2 hours or so, and it will install everything on a computer, and once it is done we give you a message that it's installed. These kind of things. Allow users to reset device if installation error occurs, so they can reset the device. So these options are available. And block device use until these required apps are installed if they're assigned to the user or device. We have two more options here I want to talk about. If we say user and device, so here the device, we can send the application using a device based or a user based. This is also available in SCCM and here as well. So we can manage if the device gets the application, or once the user enters the device, that's when the application is getting installed. So these are the things here. Let me go back. And the other thing, and which is one of the best thing available with Windows 10, is Windows Autopilot. Now Windows Autopilot requires a different video altogether Windows Autopilot is the out-of-box experience by Windows 10. So it is managed by Intune, and there are applications which can be sent by Intune, configuration, everything. So let me give an example here. At the moment, when you get a device, a laptop from a company like ABC Limited, the IT guy uploads their OS on the newly installed laptop. So in a laptop which is normally purchased by Windows license, they already have Windows installed in it. So they remove that and install the custom OS, which is customly available by ABC Limited. So here it takes a lot of time. The device will go to the IT will install the OS, and then it is delivered to the user. Here what happens is the packed box is delivered to the user. User open the box, just log in with the credential, and as per the Intune policies, all the application and policies and settings are sent over the air on the devices, and it really is a very good experience to have. Then you don't have to involve IT at every system installation, I would say. So here it requires a different video altogether, because there are some prereqs which is required to install the Intune connector on the to the Active Directory on the Azure AD Connect server, and then the sync device here, and a lot of things like that. So I guess this is it for this video. This is part 2 for Windows enrollment, and for part 3 we will cover almost everything, which is device category, corporate device identifier, device enrollment managers, and we'll go from there. So part 3 for device enrollment will be out, and after that the next thing will be device compliance. Okay, so stay tuned. Do subscribe to my channel. I try to upload 2 videos a week, since I'm working full time, so I get very less time. I have a kid as well, and to find out time when he's sleeping and to record videos is pretty tough. And the other thing is we are quarantined at home, so I would like you to urge you to stay at home, stay healthy, wash your hands, and be safe. Thank you for your time, guys. Have a nice day.